God will always test you to see what you can handle. And if you can't, he will take it away from you. And this is very, very important because becoming successful and making your first million in your teens or your early 20s, that's great. Congratulations. Can you keep it now? And not only can you keep it, can you multiply it? Because that's a lot of pressure. Listen, if you make your first $1 million when you're 18 or you're 20 or you're, even 23, that's great, but that's a lot of pressure. Every year after that, can you hold that same standard? So you need to understand that God, if he blesses you, if he gives you that million at a young age, he's gonna see if you can handle it. He's gonna see if you can humble yourself. That's why earlier I told you, have things external in your life that will constantly humble you. Business, martial arts, setting challenges for yourself and seeing if you can accomplish things that really make you dig deep. Because here's the thing, if you don't have these external things to humble you, if you don't humble yourself, God will humble you. And when God humbles you, it's with a ferocity you can't even imagine because you're not ready for it yet. As quickly as it's given, it's taken away, and you need to understand these things. So as long as you go into it with a mindset that when you make your first million, you're not gonna be driving around in the G-Wagon and you're gonna go to the bank like a idiot and take out $30,000 in cash so that way you can do an Instagram story where you spread all the money in your hands, and now all you do is listen to Lil Baby in your rented G-Wagon and pop bottles at the beach club, and now your business is just on autopilot. God will put you in your place. So before that happens, put other things in place. I've already given a few, but even if you can get an older mentor, an older confidant to look at you and be like, you ain't doing it once is nothing special. You're only a legend if you can do it back to back to back. That's when you're a legend. Now, the last principle to tie it all together is invest early and invest as much as you can. Here is the thing. If you make money at a young age, try to get away from you as soon as possible. I'm talking about property. I'm talking about maybe even buying some physical gold. I'm talking about things where the money can get away from you and it's not easy to sell. Here's the issue sometimes, and I'm not totally opposed to it. Here's sometimes the issue with crypto or stocks. You can buy and sell very easily. You can't buy and sell real estate very easily. So buying things that aren't actually very liquid at a young age, I think later down the line, once you're established, that can actually be a detriment. Actually makes things a little bit more difficult. But when you're a young age, you are your worst enemy. You're probably the biggest reason you're gonna f this up. So what you want to do is once you make money, push it away as quick as possible. Because here's the other thing, and once again, I'm talking from experience. When you are young and you make a lot of money, you know what people think? People don't think, oh, well done. People think you got lucky. So there's no point being 19 years old, driving all these supercars and blah, blah, all this stuff, because you're not impressing anyone. People just think you're lucky. That's it. So you're better off taking the money, investing it. And when you're 23, you're 25, you get to an age where people can kind of believe this has happened a little bit more. Maybe, you're 22, but you dress the part and people think you're a little older. And that's when you can enjoy and you can live it up and you can do these things, because when you get out of your supercar, people will actually think that you bought that.